Hey, what's up, everybody? Today is day 24 of the 30-day challenge. Today, I just have a quick news article and then another quick tip for trying to find a niche that you want to validate. So, first thing, Google has been kind of mixed on their signals with AI. At first, they said they didn't want AI content in the search results. Then they realized they couldn't fight that, so they said they want content written for humans, and specifically remove the part about AI. Now there's a news story out saying that Google is going to pay publishers to use their own a Google created generative AI tool. So basically what I get from this is Google is going to kind of crawl other sources like government websites, things like that, kind of create their own articles based on those sources using the RAG technique. And they're going to allow publishers to publish those posts free of charge. And they're actually going to pay these publishers six figures to publish a certain number of articles per day. I don't know what their play is here, why they want to do this. I'm guessing they will test it out with publishers, and they'll either do one of two things. One, they'll create some kind of model that's easily detects AI content. So they would be using this to train their model. Or what's probably more likely is Google will stop producing this content with these third parties, and they'll just produce it on their own in the search results. That's probably more likely that Google tries to become a publisher themselves, but pure speculation on my part, but I kind of think that's what they're doing here. And also, it almost sounded like the program was like a spinner. So like back in the day, there used to be these article spinners that would just basically replace words with like synonyms randomly. Now that we have generative AI, you can just have it rewrite an entire article. Kind of sounds like what Google is doing here, using other sources for these web publishers. It's funny, they say in here too that they're trying to work with small publishers, but I'm guessing in their mind, small publishers are like Forbes. Like they Google doesn't really seem to care about actual small businesses. That's the story that's going around now. Interesting take that Google is going to start producing their own generative AI content, and they're going to pay people to use it. So on to the tip for today. Yesterday I was browsing, I think Twitter, and I got this link here from the Niche Twins. Basically what they do here, and I dropped this tip maybe like a week ago, that there was a file called sellers.json on these ad networks that gives you a list of all of the sellers or all the people that are displaying the ads for these networks. So basically what the Niche Twins did was they took the sellers.json file from Mediavine and Raptive, and they crawl it or they scrape it daily, and then they give you an update of like new sites that are been accepted every week, right? So Mediavine, I think the minimum requirement is about 50,000 sessions per month. Raptive, I think the minimum requirement is 100,000 sessions per month. So if these sites are being onboarded, they're doing fairly well, and it gives you kind of a way to validate your own ideas about what you want to build, or just borrow some ideas. I think like you can click on these, brings up info, and then you can go to the page and see what they look like. I think what you'll find is on these networks, a lot of recipe sites seem to do well. I don't know what it is, but you will find a lot of food-related recipe sites on these. There's other sites, but that was just like one niche that stuck out to me. So many recipe sites. And then that was Raptive. So let's see what Mediavine has on here. Here's a chef. Yeah, another kind of recipe site. Geez. Let's see here. 5-minute body. Sounds like a fitness site. It's a carnivore based diet site. Has courses and stuff like that. So you'll see like a lot of these end up being like food related. Plant-based school, probably food related. Yep, more recipes. So I don't know, just something interesting I noticed is a trend on these sites that are on Mediavine and Raptive. There's other niches that you can validate, but recipes seem to be pretty good for these display networks. So if you have a site that you can tie a recipe component into, might be a good idea to start producing some recipes. And also, here's another. This is like a directory that shows you like food near you. But anyway, another tool is, I think I was talking to my friend Cody the other day, and if you're going to do recipes, there's this plugin called WP Recipe Maker, and it basically gives you like pretty looking recipes on your articles. But the real big benefit of this is that it produces schema markup. If you're not familiar with schema markup, it's like structured data that gets added to your posts, and then Google uses that to display certain features in the search results. So if you say like, I don't know, green bean casserole recipe, right? All these, this up here is called the recipe pack, and all of these results are being displayed because they have schema markup for the recipe. So I would recommend, and like these stars are schema markup, these reviews. So you'll see, like, you'll start noticing little tweaks that you get in the search results from schema. And for recipes, I recommend WP Recipe Maker. The free version is probably good enough. I do have the paid version on one of my sites because I wanted some of the additional features like the nutrition information that the plugin provides. But free version does pretty much everything you'll need to get started. So yeah, I guess there's another tip on top of a tip that you can use recipes to kind of help drive traffic to your site if you have a niche that recipes apply to. So I think that is probably my update for today. And then let's see. I have what is today? Tomorrow's 25 episode. I think what's going to happen is I'm going to end up on episode 29 as my last episode, because I had started this challenge. Like I decided I was going to do the challenge on one day. It took me a day to plan out what I was going to do, and then I started the videos the next day. But I think 29 is going to be the day before I leave for vacation. So if that is the case, I am not going to do a video on day 30 because I'm going to be leaving for the airport that day. But we'll see how it lands. A few more days. I'll do a couple more of these type of videos, and then my last video, I will talk about my experience of doing this whole build in public thing. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow.